Are you ready to unlock your full potential and achieve your personal, professional, and financial goals? Welcome to Remarkably Simple, the podcast dedicated to helping you do just that. I'm Moneke Fields, and I believe that with the right strategies, anyone can achieve remarkable results. Whether you're a seasoned leader or just starting a business, this podcast is your guide to achieving your goals with simplicity and efficiency. Let's embark on this journey together and make success simple. Hi, welcome to this first episode of Remarkably Simple. I'm Moneke Fields. In this first episode, I intend to share just a few of my thoughts around some of the questions that we might ask future guests that come to talk with us. One of the questions that I think leaders and business leaders in particular are interested in is how to maintain a healthy work-life balance while pursuing their goals. In my own personal experience, this can be sometimes a pretty tricky subject because some of the most successful individuals that I've learned from would suggest that perhaps balance really isn't possible. But what one can find is great success choosing a focus. I've even heard it called a magnificent obsession. What happens when you're able to identify and prioritize the thing that is most important of all to you is that you can settle into a much simpler system for identifying how you choose to use your time and perhaps delegating or otherwise appropriating tasks that are not necessarily helping you to get toward that goal or that target. So by doing this, you might achieve what seems like a better balance because you're just not putting so many things on your plate. This is one particular skill that I have learned and observed in successful leaders that really helps to make progress and success in particular more attainable. Another thing that you might have an idea or a question about would be, what are some of the things that successful leaders do to manage their time and to have the most success that they intend to out of each of their days? And beyond prioritizing a focus, the next thing that I would say is to put first things first. It can be very useful, and I have found it very useful, to prioritize the most important tasks in my day first. That's not to say that they necessarily take the first hour of the day, although that is one way to attempt this strategy. Another thing that can be done is to have those most important tasks planned first, right? So before you start to fill in your day with all of the things that are not of utmost significance to you, plan for how you will dedicate time specifically to those things that you are most concerned about, or those things that are most beneficial toward the priority or the focus that you've identified. So this is something that I have found that really helps you get to the end of the day, the week, a quarter, and not completely lose track of the thing that is the biggest priority. One other subject that I think might be interesting to discuss, and probably a pretty common one, is how you manage failure on the road to success. And I think that this is a very interesting question to end with. It definitely has taken me some time and personal growth to get to the place that I currently view what would typically be called failure. Some of the things that have not gone to plan in my professional career, in my personal life, I would say have still been really great learning opportunities and have in a lot of ways contributed to my success in future attempts to meeting goals. So perhaps like me, you have had some experience with getting to try things again, but I love to have this sort of positive and optimistic experience or perspective about needing to refine or continue to improve in both professional and personal circumstances. With many things, when you learn from mistakes or, you know, not perfect happenings in your experience, it just makes you stronger and that much better informed if you're self-reflective, when you are having future attempts. So we are going to be having many very rich conversations around ways that we can be successful in our business and personal lives. And I would absolutely love for you to join in the conversation with me, because it's really important to me to help more and more professionals learn to weigh out and to thrive as they are being both professionals and people. So if you know someone who would be interested in this topic, please do share this podcast. And I invite you to follow along by subscribing for future conversations. Thank you so much for listening to this brief intro, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.